control, let the speakers overload. Whoa.
How are you all doing? 8 o'clock. Let's get started. Welcome back, everybody. 8 o'clock on the 30th of June 2025. It's the final day. July tomorrow. Make the most of it while you can, boys. It's going to be the end of the summer before you know it. So, hello Apollonia. Hello Fernicar. Battlecruiser operational. Liked and subscribed. Don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, we have a Discord. The link's in the description. Go ahead and join us. I did just put out a video. I did an AI generated segment to see how that works. It doesn't really have the touch. But it was a fun experiment. The interesting thing is it was actually put up on Twitter at the same time. So that was actually quite helpful to do that sort of double posting thing. But it's not really what I want on the main channel. Anyway, we're kind of cranking the main channel up again. So I'm putting on a couple of like music videos from some of these lauras that we've put together with recent tracks that I've made. We'll be taking a look at some music tonight. But yeah, this is the outputs from hell. So I may as well just show that on the show right now. The thing is, we can't really hear it. And I bet the volume would be busted even if I tried. So, let's see about giving a taste. A little taste So we have 2 videos actually on the way. The first one is this one, just no sound. Just watch it with no sound. It's fine. So this one's the VO3 video. These are the videos that we used to train the WAN version. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to generate a bunch of these, okay, using our model. So then we have like a VO and WAN, and the WAN was pre-trained on the same video. So it's like, how close can we get? Yeah, it's actually really cool, guys. Too many arms. It fits the music quite nicely as well. I think we got the sync just about right. Look at these crazy dance moves. They like turn around, you know, like in AI, where the back becomes the front. Fernicar said, can we see the output without the LoRa? Oh, what you mean as in what would happen if the LoRa wasn't loaded? I mean, you can. I mean, you can. Yeah, of course you can, but we're still going to be using canny input, so it'll just be more model heavy. For this kind of thing, I'm not too bothered. Because it's kind of like I'm actually looking for it to do weird stuff like that. But that was VO, so it's interesting. It'd be interesting to see what I haven't done the open source version yet. We didn't get that far. We set it all up and then we stopped. So that's that one. And then how about we check out the other one real quick? Similar deal. Yeah, there's a few Mandalorians in here, a couple of stormtroopers. You know, here's one. But it does keep for the most part, the helmet's good. It's the same helmet. But I just decided, I'll just put them all together to music with the effects and everything, and just put it out. It's not bad. Like, if this had come out a few months ago, you'd be like, oh my god, what's all this? But it's kind of like easy now, isn't it? There's a lot of Star Wars influence, but it definitely got the aesthetic, you see. That's a good one. So, we're starting a new game, guys. Just send me your money. It's a new video game. Come to my Kickstarter. Gotta be vigilant nowadays. Because this is open source. This isn't VO. This is big WAN. By the way, is the volume coming through okay? I've got like a different chair, so I'm sitting a bit further away. Let me lean in. I think some of these scenes are actually super usable, and if you just dub them with like a I'm on the radio, you know, you could actually put something together. You could string something together. There's only 32 videos here. I say only because it's not that many. Oh, and then I've deliberately put the chromatic aberration on by choice. That's my stylistic choice. I was like, that's what I want, that's what I get. And then I haven't pulled anything. The music could be lower to help the transcription. Fernicar, did you test Phantom WAN with VACE? I'm doing some tests. I suspect the helmet is the same. Yeah. Hello, Dream Making. Welcome to the show. We're just checking out some outputs from a LoRa that we trained on yesterday's show, from some Helldivers gameplay, but it wasn't captioned, so we're kind of getting random chaos. But I think it did kind of learn the way that they move, you know, the way that they move in the game. They kind of have this sort of funny way of moving. It definitely learned that. It learned the environment, yeah, got like desert world, right? It learned the capes, but clearly the Star Wars influence is heavy as hell. I think all it takes is just a little bit more captioning. So what we might do is refine it and give it a retrain. Because this is actually looking really nice. If I took the chromatic off and made it sharper, that'd be super cool. Oh my god, did he just fire a rocket out of his backpack? I think he did. Oh wow, I've got a rocket ball. See, I haven't even seen all of them yet, really. I was like, God, get it out. Because it kind of doesn't matter. Oh yeah, there's the last one. So it kind of doesn't matter if you see what I mean. Because it's just an unedited, that's the output. Why is my thing going crazy? Okay. Now, what else do I have to show? We're doing stuff there, we're doing stuff there, we're doing stuff there. Let's go back here. So WAN, VACE. I think we've already seen these. Yeah, we've already seen these. These ones we did last time. Okay. So yeah. What's next? Like I say, what I want to do is I want to do a comparison using our dancers and using the input. The only thing is that the input isn't so restrictive. I don't know quite how, but we've ended up with just this outfit. So it might be that we have to, like, I don't know, prompt some variation on their outfits. And so what I thought was, what better than to blend two of my Lauras, right? So I've got the Helldivers Laura, and I thought, video of Hell style, 3 Euclid style women wearing Helldiver soldier armor with Helldiver. So it's what we were just looking at. Doing dance moves, right? So I don't know. We'll see. Give it an R. Oh, that's the point. I need to shut this server down and get my proper one up. Because we're in the middle of doing some stuff. Now, I wouldn't wish this on anybody, alright? So, this is the Comfy UI portable install for Hunyan 3D 2.1. And there's a fair reason why I won't bother to release it, because it doesn't actually work. You need Visual Studio 2022 with C++ build tools. You need CUDA Toolkit 12.4. You need PyTorch 2.6. You need Python 12. See, the thing is, we have all of this stuff. But here, and we've got all this stuff. But look at what we have to do. We have to install Ninja, then we have to... The embedded Python lacks development headers for C++ compilations, so we have to add them. So that means you've got to add a bunch of stuff, and then install the custom rasterizer, and the thing is, it doesn't work. And there's all these problems, okay? And so I think you just, like, Windows is just not very good, like the installation, just not very good. If you use Comfy UI Portable anyway. So here, let's see what it does. Like I said, I'm always... Yo, Zanelli, welcome, welcome. So as you can see, it's going to try and do a pip install dot, which is better than setup pi, but it doesn't mean it'll work, you know what I mean? Just because you're doing it a different way doesn't mean it's going to work. I think it might well still fail. Let's see if it works this time. There's weird stuff going on. The CUDA mismatch shouldn't matter. Let's see. Probably find another problem and I'll have to keep fixing it. Let's see. Nagraj, thanks for the help, Scuffed. I successfully created a WAN Laura. Nice. Well done, mate. Special thanks to Boyo as well for helping him in the Discord. Yeah, look, see, it still failed. Look, still failed. What's wrong with it? What? Uni.std.h, no such file. So we're having to, like, actually build each file one by one. It's nuts. I've never had to do this before. Do you know what I mean? So I just think it's like not really realistic. Until they come out with a better installation, this is clearly for like doing in the cloud or something, like a pre-configured cloud that's got all this stuff. And I would say I wouldn't even bother with Comfy Portable, because that's the thing, when you're doing it in the cloud, you don't use Portable, you just use System Python, which sort of relieves a layer of complication. What are you waiting for, bud? Come on. I think he's cooked. Oh, I don't know what to do. Help, he says. Help. So he executed the command. Failed. Just copy it in there and let him keep ruminating on it. You know? Because the funny thing is, this installation was able to run the last version of Hunyan 3D. No problem. I tested it just before messing around with it, and I knew that messing around with it could potentially bin it. But music is necessary in the stream. Yes, the music is necessary in the stream. I like to play a little game which is called How Good Is Your Transcription LLM? I can't listen properly because of the music. Turn it down. Turn the music down. Yeah. You're from India. Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome. Sometimes the music is loud, sometimes the music is quiet. Sometimes I sit an inch away from the mic. That's what's happening. So I'll just stay closer here. See what I can do. But yeah, like I said, this is what the 3D was looking like. Okay. So we put in 4 images, in this case of my old car. And then it's going to go ahead and make us a nice sort of voxel thingy. Alright, it's gone now. Probably doesn't work anymore, I've shut it down. But this is the new workflow. And as you can see, it's a bit changed with all different nodes and stuff. So you can't just use the old install, it's got to be a new one. Fun. And then like I said, it's got a bunch of like Linux stuff. Oh god. Retrying failed, he says. He's cooked, guys. So yeah, we've reached the end of what it can help us with. It doesn't know what the hell's going on. But to be fair, nor do I. Look at all this nonsense. No, we still can't find Ninja. So yeah, I think this is actually cooked. Oh well, what are you going to do, eh? Right, so in that case, moving on. Terminate this. It's still not killed. Dead. Alright, let's go into Machines 14. Oh! Let's go into Machines 14. We're in Machines 14. Good. Let's open Comfy. I feel like I might just get a new machine soon, because it's just getting too... I mean like a new installation, not a new computer. So it works with WAN. Well, yeah, to be fair, it might be that WAN 14B is too hard for you to train on with your machine, because sometimes 14B, like I'm training 14B on H100s, multiple, just so it's quick. But you'll see, we'll do it in a bit. Maybe it's an A100 actually, I forget. They change, you know. You can modify the script as well to be whatever you want it to be. I've been thinking a lot about replicate as well lately. I think it might make more sense to just make replicate pages. I've never tried. Most of the stuff you need is already there, so it's like I just use what other people make if it's got what I need. This guy. Oh yeah, in case you were wondering, the video game. Where's the video game? Is that it? Aha! So it still needs a lot of debugging, by the way. You know, yesterday we tried to reverse engineer tanks It's at the point where all the UI elements are there, the terrain isn't rendering properly, the projectiles don't fire, the arc was actually... It's not working anymore, but... It's kind of funny, because it's like it didn't... There we go. So the aiming arcs work. It's way overpowered, you know. Oh, I can use a nuclear. Okay, let's use a nuclear on player 2. Uh-oh! It makes a sound as well, but there's no physics. You can see here, look, it says projectile, create projectile, undefined. So there's like, it's missing a lot of code. So I'm not really too bothered about this one. It's fun though, the idea of just being able to take the instructions for a game and go into Claude projects. Oh, he's not even there. Yeah, it's just kind of fun. Right, we're not doing this. What I need is a workflow which we've used many times for captioning. But what I want to do, something weird is happening. It's like I'm still running the wrong comfy. Machines 14. I'm running the right comfy, so where's my workflow? Is that? Yeah, 14B is worth training. Let me see. It's a little bit tricky with a local. So if I open workflows, yeah, they're all there now. So weird. I think there must have been like a caching glitch with the browser there. So yeah, caption tools is in my folder packs. You can find it in DJZ workflows under folder flux, which is my big flux pack. And then the caption tools, these are all workflows dedicated to captioning in various different ways. Now we're going to use, I'm going to build a new one today, which is like a probe, okay? So it's not going to do like an entire caption set. It's just going to do one. I just want to get one, just one. I don't need it to do any of this stuff, really. So we're going to repurpose it a little bit. Let's blow this one up. Not that one. This one. Okay. So let's just show you what this thing does. It's really simple. You have a project name, which gives you subfolders and stuff, so you can organize all your outputs. It has an image index, which is going from a folder. Okay. But I'm going to change all of this, like I say. This is designed for batch operation. You put the folder with the images and off it goes. Or videos, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to just ditch this. Ditch this, ditch this, ditch this. And then we're going to say load image. Or wait, no, video. Because it's load video, basically. What I want is I want a way... I mean, you could have a load image as well if you want to do image data sets, but I want to have a way to pull a frame. So select images. I'll say, like, I don't know, frame 14. Usually something has happened by frame 14. And then we're just going to do the QuenVL on that. So let's see, here I have a preview. Let's move QuenVL up. And then I'm going to call this... Now we've got our hell model, right? So I want to show you how to refine. So you've done your V0. This is going to be V1, right? So I want to see if we can get some more stoof out of this. Some more, so that we can make our captions better. Yeah? So, there we go. Let's bring him to there. Now, where is the data set? It's right here. HD2 WAN draft 960. View the files, and then we're going to say backup gunsight. No. Just say here backup captions. There we go. Just in case I want to roll back what I do now, you know. Say yes to edit them. Okay. So obviously this video here. It's even got me talking, but we don't worry about the sound. So it is a Helldiver is shooting a robot in the face, and the robot is firing back and exploding. So right now it says video of Helldiver soldier with helmet and cape is fighting machines on another planet. Scene appears to be real life found footage. Okay, so that's the reason it came out like this. It's my song, I can play it as much as I want. Okay, pump it. That would be the Brazilian beast. But yeah, like I say, the plan is to refine these captions and make them a little bit better, okay, and then maybe realign that. Okay. So how do we know? So this is going to be like a little research session. So how the hell can we actually make our video better? Because obviously just using one caption for the whole thing, it'll work, but we can do way better than that. So my solution is to look at each video, and that's why we have the batch option. But I want to show you, like, you know, whoops, not that one, this one. So let's just finish this off here. So we have the caption coming out. Right now it's doing a string. So we're going to prepend with a dot. I'm appending, right, so this is actually loading up existing captions and then adding the new one at the end. It's quite a sneaky technique I come up with, but all I want for this one is a sample, so I don't need to fully automate this. So in that case, I reckon if we just take the output straight into the save text, so then we don't need this. That's for saving the file. Bring that to there. What the heck is that? Squeeze me. File name was insane. Caption. The file name was absolutely insane. I wonder what that's been dubbed. Okay. Good times. So then it's going to push right the way over here, and what we're doing is we're creating the file name. So if you notice, we have, well, this node didn't, but the previous node that was here had a file name. So it would tell, you know, it would use the correct file name and thereby keep the captioning, you know. But like I said, I'm not trying to do the whole thing like a batch. I just want to get a sample. So I'm not going to need, I don't think I'm going to need this. Project file path generator is going to go into that, which is going to make the dot text. Ah, yes, which names the file, see? Okay. And then that would be the name of the file name. Not append mode. New only mode. Can we not delete that? There we go. Okay. Just pull this lot back here, save text, and then we can actually see the text. I wish I could make the text in this bigger. Probably no way. Save that. Let's just change the name of this guy to caption tool, image, caption, sampler. And you'll see why in a minute. Put that down to like level 10. Oh my goodness me, who's this guy? It's me. From another dimension. We are this now. Trying to get back to reality. Scuffed Eok. Take all that out. Okay. Web. Good. Now let's just take that. Export. Let's just make sure it bloody works, right? Okay. Okay, so if we go to the Hell model, I think I got a copy of the model. Yeah, the actual model is going to be in my tools under Gemini, because we did all of this stuff with my tools in the same place. Wait, let's put it in order. It's not in. What kind of order is this? Just insane Windows derangement. Right. There we go. We got the first clip. Okay, so it's going to pull frame 14. So there are 60 frames here. So yeah, frame 50. 25% of the way into the video. Describe this image. Describe this video. Using quantization 8-bit. Hope it doesn't explode my computer. Free cache. Save it again and go. Any problems? So, there it is. He's about to get a lawgiver rocket propelled grenade face thing. It was a bloody shot. So yeah, just got to wait for this one to load, and then I can just sort of. The idea with this is it's just gonna. It will save, obviously, right? But it's gonna give something I can choose, because at the moment, you know, I know what's going on there, but I want it to be a little bit better than that. And I think by putting together like a little scrapbook of good terms, you can add that into your strategy. So that's what we're doing. Good times. And while it's cooking, I'm going to see if I can get the next thing ready. Literal dust. I'll be surprised if it works. Okay. Cable time. It's still just doing nothing, is it? Yeah. Okay, so if I push this. It is on. Okay. Cool. Next, let's get this bad boy open. Excuse me, chaps, I just need to steal this. Can I have this though? Can I move it? No, not allowed to move it. Sorry, boys. We're locked out. Can I move it now? Nope. Kind of antisocial. Till the mouse. Oh, there. Now we can move it. Doesn't matter. Nothing happened anyway. Nothing locked in. Still waiting, huh? Blimey. Anyone would think that it's like a giant model, or maybe, what, is it downloading the model or something? What's going on here? Oh, okay, just as I run out of patience. In the video, a player character is seen from behind, aiming a weapon at an enemy in a desolate rocky land. See how much better the quality, the fidelity of the description? Player's character is wearing a distinct jacket with a yellow and black pattern. They are holding a firearm with a glowing red tip. The enemy, also equipped with a similar weapon, stands in the distance facing the player. So I can take that and just ever so slightly change it. And I think there's only like 20 videos in this whole thing, so I don't mind. Normally I do like some kind of programmatic string manipulation thing and automate the changes, okay? But because they're all the same, I think what I'm going to do is something like this. So we'll just put this video in here. In the video, so we already said that. Okay. A Helldiver soldier. See, Hell style. See, I could say, instead of style, I could say Hell soldier, right? Like with the trigger. And so then it's like that guy. It's this guy, you know? But then that'll take attention away from the style and the scene. So it's kind of like a trade-off. So I'm thinking I'd rather do the style than the character. So I'll kind of loosely describe him. So instead of using the word Helldiver, you know, a player character is interesting. But I could say a soldier is seen from behind, and then a dolger, and then a soldier is seen from behind, and then the soldier is wearing a distinctive cape. Important. Distinctive cape with yellow and black pattern. I'm just going to say a distinctive yellow cape. We'll leave it at that. It's just that gives the scope for it to be a different pattern every time, if you see what I mean. Like, it's like giving him the wriggle room. So do I really want to give him the wriggle room? So I could actually say a distinctive yellow cape. And just get rid of that. And they are holding a firearm with a glowing red tip. They may be. Say they are holding a firearm. It just happens to be firing in this shot, you know what I mean? The enemy, also equipped with a weapon, stands in the distance, seeing his tits. Cool. Okay, so then I'll just literally swap that out. Like that. And that will become my new template moving forward. So I will just copy all that, save it. Next one. So what happens here? Whoop, wait a minute, is what I said. So, soldier is seen from behind, aiming at a... No. Song seen... do you know what? I might just do it again. Do you know what? Let's see how quick it is. I think once it's loaded, it should be quicker. So this is why you want the iterative version, yeah? So let's just load that in real quick. So, load batch... Load image batch, load batch frame, yeah, that's the one. So this is essentially a tool I came up with to do what these two do in one node, and then you just give it a, like it was set up before, so we get primitives, we get two primitives, one of them is going to be the folder, because obviously we're just going to a folder over and over again and loading the same videos. So let's see. This is why I always just go to the I always just go there again from scratch, because it's like never where I'm looking, right? 60 there. This is the folder. Just hope it doesn't have a crap because of the. Yeah, probably will. You know what? Just gonna make another version of this. Batch. I'm concerned that it'll trip up on the text files, in case you're wondering. Skip. Can't see them. Update Windows. Alright, so doing type filter here. Oi! Windows is falling asleep at the wheel again. Can't even filter the things anymore. In a minute I'll get impatient and do it myself. Come on! Just delete all that, thank you very much. I said delete it. It's not that... Something's weird. I think my computer's dying again. We'll see. Okay, so now we've got a safe folder. If it'll let me have the path. Let me have the path. You annoyance. So then we're going to just drag this into path and put the path there. And then when we put this into index, it will become like a seed. So at the moment we're on 1, which is this video. And again, like I said, I included the file name text so that you can make sure that the file name is actually correct. So I would drag this over to here. I believe. Is it being weird? Is that being weird? Yeah, that is a bit weird. That one's going to go there, right? Wait a minute. So it's adding the dot text on here. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I just broke everything. There we go. Fixed. Maybe. We'll try it out. Let's go to number 1 in the list. Again. Hopefully it doesn't load the thing again. I'm hoping it'll just take a few seconds here. Alright. And then what I can do is I can click next, get the thing, modify it, done. And we'll get some really high fidelity captions. Right, well, while it's figuring out whether it wants to do it or not, I'm going to go back to this side of things. So why is this not working? Do I need to... Oh, I know what I need to do. It's been so long. Right. Oh, there it is. I can see it. Enable it. Oh. It's doing something. It's doing something. Man, the delay is insane. It's like the delay is absolutely insane. It's killing me. I'm gonna have to figure out why the latency is so insane. I'm talking about VL Studio, guys. It's the music stuff. Literally, like, there's like a full second of delay. It's pretty horrific. So here we go. In the video, blah blah blah. Aiming his weapon. Distinctive jacket again. Firearm, wait, no, wait, that hasn't updated. Has it? Wait. Oh, I'm a dumbass and forgot to hook it up. Idiot. My bad. Drift. I'm literally sat in my boxer shorts. Yeah, I know. It is just, yeah, it is extremely hot in the UK right now. FYI, there was a folder amongst the text files you deleted. Don't know if it was important. It's okay, I cloned the entire folder first, but thank you, Apolloni. Zanelli says, running my GPU in the office is not great. Yeah, exactly, it's cooking. Oh, it already exists. It already exists somehow. That's okay, I don't care, but I didn't get the thing. You didn't give me the output. That's very important. You can't not give me the output. Right, I'm going to have to just bypass and make sure we actually get the thing. It's kind of pointless. I don't know. It's because it's claiming it already exists. Okay. Oh boy, let's get out of there. Okay, outputs, put it on date. It's on date apparently, but that's not. It's so useless sometimes, it really is. Like, which folder was just updated? Pop quiz, it's that one. But no good, no good. Windows, professional. So yeah, let's just get rid of these two here. If that happens again, I'm not like re-cooking the same answer. Okay. Looks good, like I say. Oh. We just haven't got okay. Here we go. Aiming down the sights of the firearm. Scene is let's detonate. So we'll take it from there. There's a bunch of so we're not mentioning the text. I don't believe he was actually looking. Oh, it's equipped with a scope. It didn't say anything about. Oh, I know why. It's because it's not far enough into the clip. If that was basically it, we might do one more, but I just. Character's weapon is equipped with a scope, scene is set in an urban environment. And then the enemy, no, it's just a soldier. It's just an explosion. A large explosion knocks the soldier backwards. Oh no! I think I said it. Yeah. Knocking the soldier. A large explosion knocks the soldier backwards. The scene is tense. Yeah, that's alright. We'll see what the rest looks like. What's going on here? Oh, he's just like lying down on his back watching the explosion. Okay. A large explosion in the distance. Laying on their back. I don't think it's going to be very good with that, to be honest. It never is. Whoops.
So why not go over to fightbelow5.uk? Check out our YouTube tutorials as well.
Enemy. No, we don't know that. even though it says urban environment. So I can get rid of the... He's not shooting at an enemy. Yeah, let's get rid of all that. Okay. I think that bit should probably be further up. Just more explosions. Yeah, he's running away. His firearm is running uphill away from large explosions which fill the view. And then we'll get the location from the other one. Which fill the view. Yeah. That's how it's done. Where's the thing? Yeah, we'll take that as a template now. What, is it still running uphill? Yeah. Bullets flying. Running away from large explosions. Running away, running up the hill. Under heavy enemy fire with large explosions filling the view. Oh shit. I hit the wrong button. Filling. I put shortcuts in. And then when you like press left and right to edit, it doesn't like lock them off, so it should lock them off when you're in the edit, but it doesn't. More running away from explosions and gunfire, yep. So it gets easier eventually. What's this? Running towards, oh, he threw a grenade. Throwing a grenade. Throwing a grenade at enemy robots. Enemy robots with glowing red eyes. Let's see. Oh, he threw another grenade. That's cool. Need to save that and get the last one. Throwing a grenade at enemy robots who explode. Who are exploding. Yes. Oh, what's this? Just looking about. He's just looking about. Is scanning the horizon. Yeah, that's legit. See how it's become a template where we pretty much just changed this bit now? Like after a couple, it's outside of interesting things. More scanning the horizon. There is a friendly coming, but it's so small I won't mention it. Here he comes up. It's a friendly, but it's alright. Oh. Is advancing toward enemy robots while in cover of a rock. Huh. Okay. Classic hell dive maneuver. Is diving out from cover into prone, then aiming at the enemy robot. Cool. And then, oh, that's a bad cut. See, I didn't do this with the scene detection. Wait, no, I did do scene detection. It must be just the last frame. Oh, that's annoying. The finesse. So what are we doing here? We're shooting the robot. Is firing on the enemy robot at point blank range from prone position. And the robot explodes into chunks of machine. Wait, no, just explodes into pieces, otherwise it's going to actually make chunks of machine come out. Gotta be careful. Next. Ooh, an airstrike. Okay. The soldier is standing above a base? I don't know. Above a base. Oh, it's terrible. Above an outpost. Witnessing an orbital bombardment. From space. An orbital bombardment from space. Where's it coming from? Space. It's basically the same thing, but just less interesting. Orbital bombardment, targeting lasers from space, explosions and smoke. In a desolate rocky landscape, under a hazy greenish sky. We are at 16 of 19, we're nearly done. More orbital bombardment. Yep. Save that. Is this just another one? See, I could have done better. But it's just... It was one game and we were actually lifting the running animations from it. Is that it? That's it? It's done. Not actually that much in there when you actually look at it. Okay. So yeah, go to wherever that was. I believe it was in here. Yep, that's been done. So we will do that. Call it V1 and set up the training run. And that would be with our good friends over at... I keep saying foul. But is it actually replicate? And I keep getting it mixed up. Yeah, it's replicate. I think. Yeah, there it is. ZSXKIB, that's the one I'm using. So we'll come in here and we're going to call it. It's not there. Private. And we're going to call this one HD2 WAN V1. And then upload some training data, please. And we didn't do the auto caption because I've just basically done it myself, but it would be interesting to make an auto caption version. So anyway, the trigger is going to be just hell. I'm actually going to push up the training steps for this one as well. I want to see what the effect of doubling the steps is going to be, better or worse. We're also going to do 14B and we're going to do multiple overlapping. I believe that's everything. Okay. Oh, don't worry, it's not the smell of your silicon burning, it's just the the heat transfer paste that's burning. Don't worry, the chip's fine. Well, it was fine. Alright, we're going to let that go ahead and keep chunking away. So, let's get back to this now. He wants to do additional stuff, so I'm letting him cook this. What the heck? Pip install dot dash vvvv. What? I have no idea what that means. I've never seen that before. Dash vvv. Oh my God. So yeah, black magic. It probably will fail, but we'll give it a go. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's got to grid neighbor. This is the bit where it fails. Ah! Nope. Still nothing. Nope, this is not my main comfy. This is a clean comfy built just to do 3D. So, you know, what I would say is if you want to try this new thing out, try it, but be prepared for it to brick your installation. And if it works, lucky you. If it doesn't work, because I have all of the things they want me to have, but I don't think it's enough. And look, he's got stuck again. Please, why? Let me try installation at maximum verbosity. And now he's just processing. Funny. Now. Okay. Let's set up the comfy run. Like I say, everything else is like, you know, we've got a model training, we're trying to install this, but it's a different comfy, so it doesn't affect what we're actually doing right now. And if I could actually get a web browser that. This is obviously going to take a while, it's going to be 2,000 steps. So, let me just see here. I have my Helldivers lore out. You can't add more of them now? I think it's connected to the wrong comfy or something. I don't know. Just refresh the page. Yeah, so anyway, the whole idea of using the QuenVL was to just get a few more tokens from those images, you know, piece together that description in a template, so recapture them. We've done that, 2,000 steps, we'll have a new model to try out. Okay, got the list. There we go, now we can add stuff. Right, so 3, get the Euclid. So I'm going to put them both on at 1.0 first and just see how it goes. So, Cal, X, Euclid, there we go, with a 1, whatever, it's fine. So I've basically combined the two here. I'm not really sure which one I want to give, because I really need to get more words. I need more words. Here's some words. Right, so how about we combine the fonts? Right. We don't care about that. Synchronized explosive, yeah. More documentary, slight film grain, that's kind of cool. Shot. Sweat glistens on their skin, you can't tell. Concrete floor, I don't mind what that is. High speed cameras, yeah, sure. Geometric. What? Dramatic side? No. You can get rid of that stuff. Ha! Tight buns. We can take away the dancers, minimal. What's it? Documentary, film, cinematography. 3 female Euclid style dancers. Soldier armed with helmet and capes. So sick. What else have we got there? Appears to be real life footage. Ah, female. Not female. Femli. Put it like there. Oh crap. Performing. There we go. It's a prompt. Okay, hopefully we've got both LoRa's loaded. Now, for the actual input, we're using the actual dance input, so stacks in our favour. It's just a case of whether it takes. So we're going to do black bars and canny. Sometimes I feel like it should be the other way around, but I've been having some issues with CUDA and CPU mixing. I don't know. And as you can tell down here, we've got our various post-processing, interpolation, upscaling, and then that would be the original. This is what we're actually using to drive this video. Should be pretty good. We're going to do it in canny. Alright. 340, so it's got a little ways to go. Oh, we made it to rendering maybe. It's always good. So let's see how we're getting on over here. It wants to read the top level files in. See what I mean? It's getting right in there. Oh, I reckon I can rewrite Python. Just give me one chance. I'll show you. To be honest, if he wanted to rewrite my DLLs and it worked, would you say no? What on earth is it doing now? It's downloading Python again? What on earth is it doing now? It looks like it's trying to install Python. Excellent. Okay, we'll let it cook. Just let it cook, man. I would say this is the most disgusting installation. You know, they're like, hey, here's the comfy UI, guys. It's the worst comfy UI. I hope Kijai updates his wrapper for the 2.1, but it's been a week, so he's obviously busy with the video stuff. So now he's going to try and extract a lib. Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. That didn't work, did it? Like, what on earth are you doing? Oh man, this is like watching paint dry. Yeah, so he's having loads of fun. Like I said, if it costs you $4.48 just to install a comfy node, I'd say it's probably not ready. I'd say they should probably put it back in the oven and like release it when it actually works. I'm sure this thing works fine if you do it like system Python in a brand new container instance for like a run pod maybe, or say if you use system Python in a virtual machine. I think all this sort of stuff will work, but most of us have a portable installation that we've been using for a while. And if you know what I mean, this setup Py stuff doesn't work because you have to use the Python for your, for your embedded. And so all the commands are different. Like I said, anything that needs to install Ninja, that means you're compiling it. That means it wasn't ready. It's literally like one cake, some baking needed. Yeah, some assembly required, as in you've got to bake it yourself. Here's the powder, so it's not ready. You know what I mean? Like everything else that we get, you just put it in, you install the comfy node and it works because you didn't have to build it. You're not a developer. You don't have freaking you don't have Visual Studio with C++ build tools because you just make images and videos. Yeah, this is one of those things where if you want to do the newest thing, there's like a sliding scale of completeness from this is barely works, unstable, right the way through to just take our checkpoint and workflow and it just put things in the right place and it works. That is like your day one comfy release. So this is not a day one comfy release. Far from it. This is like, would you like to learn how to develop AI? If you do, this is going to be a cool little project for you. But if you just want to try out this new model, you really shouldn't have to be freaking copying DLLs and lib files around and building your own. Look at this. Portables embedded Python lacks development headers. Bottom line, got to add them. And then it can't do it. It's too complicated. Because we don't really know what it needs. if I just simplify this back and just have a look at the actual installation, because they did provide an installation, but it's literally Python run or Python setup py, which is like ancient. 10 years ago, we got this thing called pip requirements now, which solves all of these problems. But if I go in there, custom rasterizer setup py, this is the setup py. So let's have a look. So yeah, custom rasterizer CPPs, and then it builds it. But it can't. Because you can't. You don't have that. You have to do all of this other stuff. And like I said, if Sonic can't tell you what to do, I'm not even going to recommend it. I'm not even going to cover it. Because it'll just be endless comments on my channel. How do you do it? How do you do it? Because it won't work. Yeah? So I thought, oh, maybe we could tell people to get Claude to help them install it. You know what I mean? But it's just, you know what I mean? What am I? I'm not the support team, you know? I like to be able to tell you that stuff works, and in this case, can't tell you it works. Because if you need 20 years of engineers' experience to make it work, it's a developer's tool. It's not ready. It's not ready. You know, what if you went to the public toilet and to open the door you needed a security wrench that, you know, an engineer would carry, but nobody would have on them? You see what I mean? It's like, it's not quite ready. Put it back in the oven, give it another 10 minutes, let us know when it's done. So yeah, I hope this doesn't become a trend, because in a way it's a form of gatekeeping. You can call it open source, but you know there's a technical barrier or an inhibitive cost barrier to actually using it. So what I would say is just use the Hugging Space. So let's just go over there and take a look at that. Because it might be that it's a no-go. Anyway. Hunyorn. Maybe we should call it Hunyorn. You gotta be careful. Let's see now. Hunyan 3D 2.1. A Hugging Space by Tencent. Hugging Face Space. Okay. So let's get ourselves a picky. Can we get a picture, please? Can I get a picture, please? Let's go all the way down. Oh, hello. We have one that isn't going to be difficult for it to figure out. Cool, but nothing usable. Can we get like some previews? Tiniest previews ever. I need a full body pick, regardless of the background. I need a full body. Okay. Yep. We got one. It's a pose, so we're going to click Gen Shape, and then it's going to tell me you need to buy more credits. I haven't filled up credits on this site forever. I might be free if it's not too busy, I don't know. We'll take a copy of this link and throw it up in the inside line just in case you can't find it. It was just a simple search to get it, but that's the one. Ooh, that's not bad. That is not bad at all. Okay, so now we're going to do the textured shape, and then we should be able to download it. That's not bad. The last one I did had a crazy glitch on it from the background, but I think that as long as there's like, you know, it's not colliding with another shape, like we got lucky here. That building was a bit close. Can it really implement DLL wrappers? I don't know. I think what it's actually doing is trying to download the DLLs from the official source and then just move them around. But that in itself is still pretty clever, because how the hell do you know which files, you know? Obviously it's doing a lot of look at all these DLLs. So these are the ones I have, and they're saying I need other ones. So there we go. Now I can create the import. Look at this. It's trying to import. Wait. But we already have it. Invalid or corrupt file. What? libtool can't read it. Let me use dump bin. Dude, what's it doing? They created a dump file instead. Okay. Let me check what it created and then process it to make a def file. This is crazy. Perfect. Now what's he doing? Look what he's doing. He extracted, what he's writing was extracted from the DLL using dump bin. I'm like, okay. If I ever use dump bin, it would be like once, because I don't even recall it. What is it doing? Look at it go. He's having a great time. He's probably gonna say, "Hey, I need more money." In a minute. I'll be like, "Well, you spent like $10 and you didn't fix it." Well, it's only $5. You spent $5. See, the thing about this is, a lot of people call support lines, and you all know how much they are per minute, and it will take hours to get things fixed in some cases. So if this takes an hour but it costs $5, not $200, depends. Just saying, it's going to be a big change, big change. What is it doing? It's just rewriting Python. I'm just going to let it cook, you know. Let it do what it has to do, because the thing is, I'm going to bin this install anyway. If this doesn't work, I'll just bin the install, because it's done so many changes to it. I don't know what it's done at this point, but I'll let it see. I'll see if it can do it, because it's quite an advanced task, you know. Oh, this new experimental AI library won't install. Fix it. It would be nice if it could do it. So I would like to say it works, but I can't yet, because it just keeps failing install every time. And the joke is, this is just the rasterizer. There's a whole other model after this. So even if he aces it, he's only halfway through the task. Oh, poor guy. What's that say? Creating library, it says. Oh my goodness me, what is he doing? Lib def python 12 def out. Python embed lib, so he's just rewritten the Python 3.12 lib, apparently, and then created a library, exp. Okay. Oh. Okay, so the face lacks a lot to be desired, but we do have our pose. The back as well is a bit sketch, but you know. Typically, if you were doing this, you would probably take this into an editor and delete the stuff on the back anyway. It'd probably be quicker just to actually Photoshop out the bits that stick out, because if they're not there, it won't guess it'll guess there's nothing behind her, you know. But people have told me that the geometry is actually quite messy. Confirm or deny. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, just looking at it, it doesn't look too bad. There might be some stuff like, you know, sometimes you get in the crevices, it'll like do 1,000 polys in for no reason, you know. So I don't know about that. There is a simplify mesh thing here, but I can't click it. Maybe that's for different settings. Okay, so now we go to exporting mesh, and it says there's nothing here. So I guess we have to click transform. And then we get our final final GLD. So if we were to use my T-pose control net, which is open pose in a T, and generate with this LoRa, we'll get our character in a T-pose. We then run it through this, and then we'll get our character in a T-pose. And then you can just go straight to rigging, because you just have to map a skeleton to it, which you can get AI tools to help you with. And then you could actually just apply a walking animation to it and off you go. We might even cover that on a different show. Yes. We've done it before, but you couldn't do the quality wasn't this good for a start. Shall we see if we can find another image? No. Okay. Imagine that, we were straight back to where we were at. Oh, that's going to be hard because there's a building right behind her. Don't we have any more? Ah, that's a classic. The classic walking pose. I feel like these aren't the best though. Hang on. Where's Foda? Am I going blind? It's down the bottom. Sharona versus Eta. Sharona versus Empire. Sharona versus Cyber Society. Let's have a look at that one. Do we have any originals maybe? Let's make it a little bit bigger. For the content. So obviously these are finished images from the V4 model, so they're consistent. Ah, now that's a good one. I'm just going to get a copy of that. We've got a little bit of Cyber Society in the mix as well, just to juice it up. A bit short, a bit weird. Ah, there we go. Blue all the way round. That's the one. Okay, it's doing it. 3D printing soon. I'm looking after my brother's collection, mate. I've got 1, 2, 3. I can see 5. Wait, is there a 3D printer inside that 3D printer? So that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 7 3D printers in the room. Interesting. A few weirdnesses going on there, but oh, we've got a different number of faces. Oh, that's for the export options. Remove background. Ah, we can change the inference. We can increase the. Oh wow! Ooh, whoopsie. Let's just have a little more of a mess around here real quick. Oof, 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 oof. No, I'm gonna put the guidance. Oh my goodness, that goes up a lot. Let's just go up 1 tick. 11,000. That's huge. Alright, let's go again. It's gonna be like, oi, you're using, you know what I mean? Because I'm not paying for this or anything. If I am, then I put the credits on so long ago. Interesting. Look how quick it is. 30 seconds to make the first mesh. And we'll do the texture. Wow. Looks like 29 seconds was an estimate. Oh. Ah, that's better. Much better. Pumping up the steps and the chunks and the octree. Just pumping it all up. Alright, now let's go texture. Ah, you have run out. You must pay. You must pay. And if I don't pay, I'll probably get shadow banned again. I'm joking. That's just what happened last time. Wow, 20 hours of audio with Kokoro. I could do that for free. But yeah, I've run out of my thingies, guys. But I think you can see. It's like a JoJo pose, look. JoJo. And menacing. It's the menacing scene from JoJo. Wait. Jojo. Okay. Yeah. Hunyan. Don't turn into Hunyan, Hunyan. Let's try it one more time. One more time. This time will be different, guys. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Oh dear. It's not good. We're still getting the same error. The issue is Torch version CUDA is returning none instead of a string. But CUDA is available. In a minute I'll tell him to hack it. So just make it say what it needs to say so it works. And look, why is my Torch version changed? It was 2.6. Now he's put me to... Dudes, it's the classic. He downgraded me to CPU Torch. Listen, 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 listen. You have downgraded me to 2.0.0 CPU Torch when we already had the correct version 2.6.0 with CUDA. You idiot. Oh well. Maybe in Claude 4.5, guys. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. Idiot. The whole point is he's trying to make... It's got to have CUDA, right? The whole reason this is failing is because it can't find CUDA. So in his infinite wisdom, he decided to troubleshoot CUDA by uninstalling CUDA. And then he said, oh, it's all working now. It completed silently. I checked the log and it says it didn't work. He's a sneaky bugger. So yeah, look, use the modern pip install -e instead of the deprecated. Deprecated. So if you ever see a developer saying, yeah guys, just do setup pi install, tell them to come out of the cave. It's 2025. It's been... In fact, you know what? I'm going to find out now how long. I'm going to... You know what I mean? Like, not being funny. Look, I appreciate the open source research. It's really cool. We all get to play with the latest things. And that's amazing. But there does sort of come a time where you have to kind of go, all right, when was this method deprecated? I just want to check because I don't want to be like going exaggerating like I do too much. Because it's deprecated ultimately. Come on, you have to deep search this. Meanwhile, let's let him get on with it. No excuses. Come on. Reinstall PyTorch. He won't. I don't know if he can even do that. He's cooked it. He's cooked it. Yeah, look. CUDA false. CUDA none. It's completely cooked. Hey, why is my YouTube hitting the chat? Stop doing that. There we go. It's back. So uninstall Torch, Torch Vision Torch. Yeah, you idiot. That's funny. Okay, so setup pi deprecated. Inversion. There we go. Is it deprecated? No, it's not. This is like a we like doing things our way kind of thing, and it's not. You're not supposed to like. Look, the recommended method is use pip python m pip install dot. Right. Look, this is just nonsense, really. Pip versus easy install. So, October 22nd, 2021, RFC is deprecated. I love how he says, it's brilliant. You click on this and it says no. You click on this. You know how they say AI is always getting it wrong? I'm like, well, the internet's full of contradictory information. Look, why you shouldn't invoke setup pi directly. Okay, let's read about it. Invocations of setup pi are effectively deprecated in favor of invocations via purpose-built and/or standards-based CLI like pip, build, and tox. As mentioned, direct setup invocations effectively have been unmaintained for several years now. Whenever someone raises an issue with a reproducer that involves a setup pi, maintainers ask for a reproducer that doesn't hit the code path, and if one can't be found, the issue is closed. Put another way, direct invocations of setup that currently work for you do essentially by chance. This is what I've been saying. It's just kind of hard to explain, but I'm glad I can just be like, look, you know, it's this. The reason it doesn't work, it's not your fault. It's because they're using a ropey installer that maybe it works. It's like Russian roulette, okay? So maybe it works and good for you. But if it doesn't work, they'll just close the ticket because there's no way to reproduce it. Because, you know, your system is different, blah, blah, blah. And like I said, this is why you're supposed to do it. Not with that. And this is just Microsoft like GBM, but you know, it's hard to find actual. So you go to Python, they're like, no, it's perfectly usable. I feel like there's a point of contention here and there, you know, total disagree. By chance? Yeah, like the meaning of life. Yeah, right, your luck was up. Is Pi project Tom L? Look, should setup Pi be deleted? Usage as an executable is deprecated. Usage as a configuration for setup tools is fine. What if you don't have setup tools? Oh well, I guess you're boned. But yeah, why you shouldn't invoke setup Pi directly? Wow, okay, this is Summary. For those iron-willed souls who made it this far, I congratulate you on your endurance. Truly, you are the future rulers of mankind. For everyone else who cheated by skipping to the end, hoping for... Hey! I'll reward your laziness with bullet points. Setup Tools project stop maintaining invocation of setup Pi and disk utils is deprecated. There are undoubtedly many ways your setup Pi system is broken today, even if it's not failing loudly. Direct invocations of setup cannot bootstrap their own dependencies, so some CLI is necessary for dependency management. Setup Tools project no longer wants to provide any public CLI and will be actively removing the existing interface. PEP 517 and 518 and other standards are the future, and a lot of progress has been made on making this upgrade seamless. So again, here's the old command, here's the new command. So it's pip install then. Meanwhile, Claude is like, I'm just gonna reinvent the DLLs. Don't you watch, I'll get in there. Okay, he's fine. Look, we're getting torch back. Torch back. Good times. Alright, we'll let him continue. So yeah, that's why I'm like opinionated when it comes to people go, oh, what's your problem? It works. I'm like, for you, maybe it worked for you, but that's luck of the draw. Like if you have a brand new computer and it's all clean and everything's fresh, chances are you'll get through it. But you know what I mean? The more used the computer, you know, the more the computer's been used for different things, the more chances there's a conflict somewhere or something. And it does involve you actually building it, you know, it's not like packaging, which is Pipey took over. Look, your builds, hang on, when you move away from setup Pi, yeah, this doesn't mean removing it, it just means you change everything to tell people not to do it. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's great. Okay. So I should be able to just do that. But that didn't work either. Yeah? Which is why we're in this mess, by the way. Obviously, the first thing I did was I tried running it with this. And, no. Oh, well. It happens, you know what I mean? Like, if I could tell you how many of these projects that I've downloaded and that it just hasn't worked, it's way more than the ones that have. So I'm not really bothered about it. I just, you know, it's worth showing every now and then, like, this is the sort of stuff that happens. And, you know, if I can't even, like, say, oh, well, you can just use an AI to help you install it, fine. I can't, because look at the craziness we've had to go through. My God. See, it should have been install Ninja and run the proper command. Didn't work. Unfortunate. Installing Simpy. Should we check on the LoRa train? Maybe it's finished. Whoa! He's finished. Alright, so we'll save that. Now, am I generating video? Hey, 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 we got a video. Wait. Do we have a video? Not moving. Oh, wait, there we go. Why is it horizontal? Did I forget to put it in vertical aspect? It's worked though. It's kind of funny. That's hilarious. Right, wait. So what did I do? Did I forget to put the aspect ratio to 9:16? No, I did put it to 9:16. Oh, I forgot to change the thing. Stupid. Oh no, it's glitching out, guys. Am I downloading something right now? No. Yeah, we're in. Well, no, we're not in. Whoa. Oh, Christ. Okay, while we're having technical difficulties, there's literally nothing I can do, actually. Let me close this. The machine's choked out. It's not doing anything, though. This is one of the reasons why I don't stream with the same machine. Because we're regularly doing stuff that just chokes the whole thing. Yeah. Windows is locked up, guys. Is it you? This looks like it's choked up. Installing torch. Yeah. We're not actually running anything right now. I can't even get anywhere near it. Let's refresh the tab. I don't think it matters though. Right, system thing. This is ridiculous. I don't want to spend my last 20 minutes going, oh no, the computer. Control-Alt-Delete does not work. Something. I suspect that crappy... Look, I don't like normally saying this, but I'm getting like memory leaks from a custom node, you know? So... yeah, great. Thanks for that. The Windows. Say cancel. What's going on? weird. It's like trolling me now. It's like, oh, nothing happened. What do you mean there was a little spike there? It's nothing. Everything's fine. Alright, well, anyway, we're back. So let's just do the thing. I just needed to change these around. I was doing 16 to 9, you know, like padding the sides instead of the top. So obviously what we're doing here, in case you're new, when we have our WAN, I have a Zenkai Scene video, which allows you to just put a bunch of video clips into a folder, and then it will use that folder name to randomly draw video. And so this is like, you know, the dancers, yeah? So it will pull a random dancing scene and resize it to 384 by 384 on fill crop, okay? And then it will turn black bars top and bottom so that it'll create the 9 to 16 with black bars top and bottom. And then we run it into Canny, and then we have our Canny map, which is going to go into the VACE, okay, as control video. Ignore that, it's disabled. We should probably do some masking stuff soon, I think, as you can. We haven't done that. And now I'm using 8.1 UniPC simple with. Why am I using 0.8 denoise? I could have sworn it was 1. Isn't it 1? Don't you use 1 denoise? I'm going to leave it on 0.8 for now and see. I forget. So yeah, we have our Helldivers Hell. That's version 1. Speaking of which, we need to get that other thing on the go. So let's just run that. Come over here. We need to get a prompt, right? Oh, don't give me this. It's getting more pretentious. What's that one? Yeah, we'll try that one. And we want it in 720p, please. Go. Video of Hell style. Okay. So this is testing version 1. Brand new LoRa that we trained today on the show. We did the caption refining in my Captioneer tool. If I can find it. There it is. Did the caption refinement. And we're seeing how close we can get to something like that. I think it's all about the captioning as much as it is about the settings, you know. The RG3 LoRa loader. Yes, somebody was saying to me today that it's actually hard to get a LoRa loader that'll do more than 3 LoRas, or 4 or 5 or whatever it is. It should be 1. Yeah, I thought it should be 1 too, but I'm going to let it cook and see how it comes out, because sometimes, because there's no image to image, right? Like if there was image to image, then you would use, yeah, it should be 1. Oh! Oh! Alright, we're going to go CPU on the clip. That is actually 18 gigabytes, this one. It's huge. Canny ran out of memory. It should be resizing them, so I'm not too bothered about that. Alright, dump. It could have been that it still had Quen in memory. Someone mentioned somewhere, I was reading, that actually there are experimental properties. So right now I'm showing everybody how they can use the GJUF all-in-one, but there is a way to just use the VACE, WAN VACE, and then you load the Fusion X as a LoRa, and I've heard there are experimental properties. So for example, if you make the WAN strength stronger, you could potentially go down to 4 steps and make it even faster. And then if you make the the Fusion X LoRa weaker, you can add steps but get a bit of quality back at a trade-off of speed. And I'd never heard anybody mention that before. So I was like, that sounds like something worth testing, doesn't it? I never heard anybody say that. But when I actually went, I think I like literally went to their page and read it up there, you know. But I didn't see anybody mention that. So like by changing the strength of the Fusion X LoRa, you can actually alter the optimal steps, whether you want speed or quality. And to me, that sounds pretty awesome. So I might actually be changing my back end from this all-in-one setup that I've been using to the, you know, the Fusion X LoRa with WAN 2, WAN 14B, VACE. Yeah, because you can still get that all-in-one as Quant. So yeah, like I say, something else to think about. Zanelli Designs coming in saying it should be 1. Don't even know if denoise actually does anything. And then, yeah, I was playing with the Fusion X LoRa with other custom WAN models. And that's another thing as well. You can take a fine tune of WAN and put the Fusion X on top. And then you get the power of Fusion X with that fine tune, which you can't do when you do this way around. So it gives you a little bit more creative freedom. Oh, I think we've got it. Right, so here's an example of what I was talking about, guys. There's my canny. And as you can see, what happens is you get a line for the top and the bottom of the screen. But we're going to get video outpainting for free with this method. So you can see, here's all the dance moves. Look at all these crazy dance moves. Okay. And like I said, we're going from a 480p, no, we're going from 16 to 9 to vertical, but we're using a 480p motion guide. That's what we're using. Alright, this one should come out nicely, I think. Might take a while to do the special effects, but we'll get the main output. Oh, we're going to put that to 1 and ask for another one. And just see if I'm right, because it might be that I found that there's a balancing act. Because I'm not going to lie, this is very good. It's very close to what it was, and it is, you know what I mean? It is the LoRa. The V0 was making stuff like this. So now we have our, you know, girls in armor dance, right? I could have done better by adding some more to describe the surroundings. So what did I do? I said a black box. See? Damn, I forgot to change that. A black box theater studio. What I want to do is change that for like a Helldiver themed bit. So just like I took some tokens from that prompt, I'll take some tokens from this prompt and see if I can get the otherworldly thing. So on another planet, yeah. Honestly, I think that's going to be it. On another planet. So yeah, if I just add that, where's the thing gone? There it is. Let's clear the pending task. Change this to that. On another planet. Save that. Add it to the queue. Right, so we've got a response. See, they're still in the avant-garde studio, but look, it's much better. They were about to do the thing, but the video is too long. Look, she was about to do the weird backflip move. Ready? What? You can see it here. It's... Whoa, what the... Whoa! I do a backflip through each other or something, you know? And yeah, like I said, by the time we start putting the noise on, see, that's just the noise effect with the chromatic. It just makes it look low quality. You know, it just makes it look a bit low quality, like a bit fuzzy. And then when we interpolate, that'll end up actually looking nicer, makes it look a bit more natural. This is so funny. And then Should just do Knights Templar. Just make TikTok dancing shorts in Knights Templar armor. How do they move so easily in all that metal? Ah, here we go. Right. So there you go. And it's on to the next one now. So this is actually for the one it's making next. Okay. So that's the final output. So that's combining Euclid with with the LoRa. Yeah. Fun times. I wonder if it would be worth training on. It is just the same model, isn't it? Makes you wonder. Does it use the T2V or the I2V? People say it doesn't matter, but then I've heard other people say it does. I haven't used the image to video as much. At first, it's all we were using. And then with the training of the LoRa's, we started using, text to video more. And then the control nets come out. I just want to see if we can get rid of the studio, because obviously that was in the prompt. If we can get rid of the studio, it's just... Right, and then meanwhile, we've got 2 more minutes left on the first image out of the new model. So I just want to see if we've improved the accuracy there as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the new canny image input. So this is what's going to be going into the next one. Oh my god, did her back get longer? I swear her spine extended. What the? Whoa! It's incredible. And like I said, all it is loading in a pre-trained style, so this could have been anything. Oh, and somebody else asked as well, what happens if you unplug the LoRa's? It's a good question. Obviously, got to bear in mind we are using our canny, so it will be similar, because the canny does a lot of the heavy lifting here. But we will cue that one up for next. So here we have, look at that. It's literally the dance moves, guys. See, the difference is I love it. It's so good. Look, see? And it's just outpainted it perfectly. Now we just need to get the model more accurate and it's a done deal. Do you know what I'm trying to go for here? There it is, guys. Follow the tutorials. Get inspired. If you use a reference image of a background you want, that sometimes works. Interesting. I must admit, I'm trying to do the whole LoRa thing, so we are deliberately doing, you know what I mean? We're deliberately making our LoRa style first, and then using the driver to style transfer it. It seems to work quite nice. Look at this. It looks like an old movie. You know, like an old 70s movie. That's impressive. I don't care. That's awesome. I'm very happy with that. Look at that. Dude, it's so good. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. I wonder what it's going to look like when it comes out the upscaler. Oh, here we go. Save that. Oh no, we've run out of memory again. What? How is it running out of memory? Sometimes. Running out of memory on Canny. I got an idea. at the risk of blowing everything up, okay, I'm sorry if I spawn a new universe, guys. I'm sorry, but I got no choice. So basically, do the canny on the box, and then do the black bars to make it bigger. It should actually be better, but I've had issues where it's like, oh, you're mixing CPU and GPU, and I don't even know why it says that. I think it must be that my black bars has got some CUDA acceleration code, or doesn't. I don't know. Like, I never intended it to. Let's try one more time. It reminds me of that Tarantino. Remember the Tarantino, Jackie Brown? And they had Samuel L. Jackson was making these girls shoot guns in the desert to sell like Uzis and stuff. I always remember that ad. And they're all just in bikinis firing machine guns in the desert. AK-47. And this has the same vibes. Don't know why. It's not as good at all, but it's got the same vibes. I might have gone a bit too far on the chromatic, but I do kind of like that, so that's fine. It looks cool. Oh no! Look, see? Expected all tensors to be on the same device, but found at least 2 devices, CUDA and CPU. And the weird thing is that all I found was that if I just swap these around, pardon me, I'm terrible. If I just swap these around, it's fine. It's the bizarrest thing, guys. There we go. If I literally just turn them around, it's fine. Oh well, I guess I got to go through loading time again. So if I just dump the memory and go for it again. I don't know why it's running out of juice trying to load this. Maybe it's this guy using up all my memory. Have you even fixed it yet, bud? You're up to $6.96. The dangerous looking nuns. Yeah, that's also a thing as well. That's also another famous scene. Gun-toting nuns. Crazy. Don't give me ideas. We've got this whole empire thing. Okay, perfect, it says. Let's try the installation. And. I think it's trying. Whoa! What happened? Setup Pi install is deprecated. Please avoid running Setup Pi. Yeah, but the author said to do it. If this doesn't work, I'm done. We're done. I'll wait for a different method or... Wait, did it work? No, come on, no way. This is like, I needed to go to France, so I built my own plane and flew to France instead. You know what I mean? It's like, when really you should just be buying a ticket and jumping on the flight, you know? This is the equivalent of building your own plane, which is fine. You can build your own plane. I'm just saying, like, it's a little bit more effort than buying a ticket, which is, oh my goodness me, pointless comparison of unsigned integer with 0. That's a new one. I need to put that on a poster. Pointless comparison of unsigned integer with 0. F. If f is greater than 0. Nice. Wait, it's generating code, guys. It's finished. What? I was at the point of 0 confidence, and I think it may have just done it. That's insane. I'm just going to let him do his thing. Because he has to do the other one now. Ah! All of that. Look at this. Look at this. All that. Well, actually, there's more. But yeah, all of that. Just to get custom rasterizer working. And the thing is that's like... Oh, that's my document. Hang on. Read me. So it's like this. Install it, right? The checkpoint goes here. The VAE goes here. You need torch 2.6. Run deprecated thing twice. So we've just done this one. We have not done this one. So I might have to gently remind him, because he's going to give himself a pat on the back in a minute. He's going to be like, oh, actually, wait. We can update the app. Because I'm trying to put a thing together so that people can see what I did. To document the required steps to complete installation on Windows with Comfy UI Portable. Put it in plan mode. He's like sleeping or something. He's completely kibosh. So we can update the thing. Okay. Following our successful installation of the rasterizer step. The rasterizer step, yes. Okay. Nightmare. Is it writing its own NVIDIA drivers now? I think it actually can. I know that sounds funny, but I actually think it can. I did catch him do it once. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, not NVIDIA, but different type of driver. He was like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I was just writing a DLL. He writes his own shaders as well. That's quite fun to watch. So PyTorch version installation method. Yeah. The most critical piece was the creation of the Python 3.12 lib. Dude, you've got to create the Python 3.12.lib import library. What are we talking about? Instructions for using dump bin to extract exports from Python. This is the most crazy thing I've ever had to make AI do, just be real. Like it did brain surgery and reverse engineered it into API exports, which then it seems to have installed. I'm not seeing any. There are errors actually. There are errors. There are. It may not work, but it completed install, which it hadn't managed to do yet. So let's just make him update the thing, because this is already a nuts installation, like as it is. Like install Ninja. Now it's like write your own Python, dump the DLL, and write your own Python include. I love it, dudes. Oh man. Hi Zeus, welcome to the show. We're actually nearly done, so you're probably best to just rewind. But oh yeah, that other video should be done now. Let's go and check. So if I take a look. Oh, that's way better, guys. Oh shit, looks like my captioning's come in clutch. Look at the difference. Yo, it's gone a bit generic. It's lost the sci-fi, but we could figure that out in another retrain. You see what I mean? Dude, it looks like World War II. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look like Helldivers. But how much video did I even give it to learn from? I gave it like 4 clips. Like if I went on YouTube and found like best Helldiver clips and took the best 20 and trained them, you know, with the same captioning strat. Helldivers, bros. I mean, look, it's made it look like World War II Anorak. Awesome. So this is a huge improvement. So obviously we're gonna upload this, guys. But I need to download that. Yeah, we can stop putting stuff there. Stupid. What? No, change it to HD2. Oi, I'm typing here. HD2 WAN V1-1. Right, we need to do another one. Soldier is wearing distinctive. Right, let's get a different caption. What about the one with the explosions? Is that one? Large explosion knocks the soldier backwards. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll give it a blast. Okay, I'm loving it. What will come out of Stellar Blade? Well, exactly. See, what I'm going to be doing is actually, it's funny, when I finish my work tonight, I've got the Stellar Blade video on a hard drive. I'm taking it home. I'm going to basically do the work overnight, because you've seen how quick the actual job, it's actually half an hour of work from start to finish. Oh, Craig Strickland, new to this vid. Not sure if the question holds relevancy, but have you automated VACE generation with N8N? Do you know, I've been really interested in N8N, but for different reasons. The problem is that we're all generative media guys, and we're all open source, a lot of us. So even though we do cover APIs and the latest stuff, paid services tend to get sort of forgotten about because everyone wants to know how to run it all for free. I do cover paid platforms, and N8N is on my hit list. But to be honest, it's like I am very passionate about a lot of this stuff, but it's kind of like only my top regulars, you know, would stick around for a lot of that stuff, because it does get a little bit dry. What I like to do is show them practical ways that they can get creative. So the thing about N8N is it tends to focus on a lot of agentic stuff, and we can get away with doing almost everything we need with an LLM through like a system prompt or a prompt. We don't really need a full stack just for that. But saying that, you know, we are using Flux Context to do our editing on the way in to image to video. So it's like, you know, I'm always interested in looking at new workflows. If you want to join our Discord, the link's in the description. I'd be glad to take a look at anything you share, because that's how I determine what we're going to look at on the show. If it's good, it'll be what we're looking at tomorrow. Literally, that's how I play it. Because I'll look at anything once, and if it interests me, that'll be all anyone gets for a while. What I like about it is it's a workflow based thing, so it looks a bit like, you know, people that like Comfy UI, they like that left to right node connecting, you know, noodle based code. I like that. But yeah, we're kind of holding back on a lot of these platforms because it's like, what do you want to do with it? But yeah, please do share your workflow if you've got your automated VACE generation. I'd love to see it. We have built some like web UIs that use API and things like this. It's like, but I'm more like trying to encourage people to think about how they could do that for themselves. I'm not really trying to build it for a commercial reason, if that makes sense. I just want people to know that these are the tools that they can get used to, you know. So these are the tools that you can use. Right then, so as you can see, this is our version 0. Version 1 is going to be so much better. We've lost the sci-fi, but we can get it back in version 2, okay? So yeah, we'll go for version 1, because it's ready. Now someone keeps telling me that I should be picking... No, they're both image to video. See, they keep saying, oh, you need to pick a different model, or you're picking the wrong model when you do. No, it's 14B T2V. It's not I2V, so I don't know what they're on about. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what they're on about. That's the long and short of it. Now then, where are you? I need to plug my keyboard back in so I can get my shortcuts. Laura's. Let's see. 14B. These other people's. So I did notice that there is a realism booster Laura for WAN 14B. I also picked up the Fusion X Laura, like I was saying. It's only 300 megabytes. So that's reasonable. I also found a nice GTR. Someone was making some cool videos with my Drift Laura, and they were using the Skyline and the Realism Boost in their stack. I thought, so we'll probably take a look at that too as well. AAA testing. There it is. Hell WAN. Wait, that's V0. Stop. Make sure you're doing the right one there, Johnson. Downloads. What do we got? Is that the latest one? That'll be the one. Oh, come on. Extract. Right. So this will be H3LL WAN V1. Copy it. Upload it. That would be a Laura. Yeah. Okay, paste it in my Laura folder. And then there's one more thing to do. So see this. This is all the captions that it was actually trained on. One thing I do like to do is jump into my comfy. Right, I should have the video by now. Hey, hey! That's kind of funny. Right, so the next thing I want to do is HDLL V1. And so that was without my Laura. No Lauras. Shoulder pads and horns. Other than that, yeah, so it is doing something. And I think the difference will be more pronounced now that we actually have Hellwan V0, V1 even. H3, V1 there. I think that the difference is going to be a lot more pronounced now that we've got the captioning correct. Okay, Craig says, I understand, definitely dig the thought process behind not blocking folks with a paywall. Yeah, we don't paywall here. I'll be using it to automate VO all the way from automating the starting prompt, automating post on social platforms. Yep. You might like some of my other projects, like the robot team for Discord, which can be adapted to run on other platforms, and also the Vector 3 for persona management. My ultimate plan is to connect the two, but I'm sure you guys have already figured that out. And Fernicar is correct. I would probably approach it from the how to run it locally perspective. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so we've got it all loaded up. Now there's one thing I need to do before I actually do that, and that's get my training tools again. So I've got another tool for captioning, which is caption to prompt list. Oh, great! It's been overwritten, so I'll have to use the old one. So this is caption to prompt list as well, an earlier version. So if I say here H3LL-V1, and then in here we're going to put that path to the text file. So these are the captions that we use to train the model. So I will take that path. I'll add it here. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. Just hit run. and it's going to dump it all into a single text file that you can use with my loader. So each prompt is a single line. And what I tend to do is I tend to bundle that with the I'll bundle that with the release. So it's like, oh, what are the captions? The captions are in the thing. Output. And then music and story time is going to get, or music and story club's going to go tomorrow. I'm just sort of shunting things on and instead of rushing and you know, hitting everything in the title, what I'll do is I'll just shunt the thing that we didn't get done to tomorrow's focus. It's a lot easier, and I feel like we're here every day anyway, so there's no need in like breaking our backs or busting a gut. We're gonna get there. It's not sorting. Windows is so useless, I swear. I'm going to end up going back to Linux just because it's like it's infuriating. So here we go, captions. That should be at the top. But it's not because of some really well thought out reason that's on TechNet, which I don't care to read. So this is going to be H3LL V1 captions. So obviously Civet will want a zip file. Civet. Okay, let's just try and sneaky boy chuck it in there real quick as training data. Now I want some evidence. Proof of robot. Let's see, that would be number one, proof of robot. Do we have another one yet? Hard fork proof of robot. Oh, 15 seconds, guys, 15 seconds. I'm going to turn this thing off. It did work, but my keyboard isn't working properly anyway, so the music segment would have been shit. Oh! I mean... yeah, this is very usable. See, just a little bit of captioning did all of the work, you know what I mean? Like the first one is nothing compared to this. The first one's a joke compared to this. Did we hit? No, we didn't. Right, okay. Now, the captioning might be a bit freaky, but Euclid-style dancers wearing... oh, it's not a Helldiver anymore. Word soldier is there. We don't actually use the word Helldiver in LoRa anymore. So that's without any LoRa's loaded. That's what you get. Obviously my input is still there. It's a different video actually. That's awesome. Chuck that one in the freaking demo page. Okay? Damn. Bit generic looking. Do you know what I mean? It is a bit generic looking still. It could be any shooter really. You know, but you can see the cues. The cues are there. It's probably going to flag as like naked men or something. It does that a lot, but it's okay. Craig says all of it's going to be free too. The only part that's annoying is linking your card to Google for your free video trial. Well, I've got Ultra, so the way I saw it was it's 100. It was actually, they were saying it's going to be $250 a month. And for the first 3 months, if you signed up, it was $120 a month for the first 3 months. So I'll have VO3 for 1 or 2, maybe 3 months, and then I'll cancel it, you know. Because by then I would have written everything I need to write about, you know. If they come out with a big update, you know, you can go back to it. But I actually think it's very reasonable. Like, people say it's expensive, but if you were to compare it to the cost of production, real production, it's a drop in the ocean. So, you know, I appreciate it costs money and we all want to do things for free, but cameras are expensive, microphones are expensive. What are you going to do when you need 6 cameras and 5 microphones? You're going to have to shell out. Well, not anymore. Not necessarily, anyway. Oh, look at that. It actually is fine. I'm not sure about this one. But yeah, I would like to get this published. And then I need to go and hunt food with a spear. It's getting a bit dark as well. That's alright, it's a big spear. Man, the first image. He ain't there yet. Just gonna finish off. We would have gotten our new video out of it by then. Actually, I'm interested to see what it does. Won't be long. Yeah, he's got me stuck. Come on, Mush. No, it's not finished. It won't show it. But it'll show the other one. So that's fine. Edit model. V0 caption. V1 captions in training data download. Cool. Cool. Like, I could do a whole thing, but I don't have time. I'll do it tomorrow. You know, where we load in the captions and just analyze it, but I don't think these are final. He got knocked back by the explosion. Oh yeah, he did actually get knocked back by the explosion, but it's kind of all a bit weird and disjointed. Oh, wait. Hang on. Something's not right here. It's just taken the horns away, but it's the same people. Am I, like, going mad? I'm not going mad, am I? No improvement from the new Laura. Could it be the blending? Too much of the dancing stuff? Oh, I haven't even... No, it's the wrong prompt, guys. There's a huge queue. So I'm not even looking at a new video yet, really. Alright. We'll figure it out. I think it's fair to have trials for the majority of the software, says Craig, for testing. When it comes to commercial use, I can't believe it doesn't cost more. Interesting. Well, I think that the open source is just going to catch up, mate. What's this? We've run out of memory again? Again! Get rid of that. Boobity boop. Boobily doodly doodly doo. Boobly doodly doo. She's fine, don't worry. No actresses' spines were harmed in the making of this dance routine. Okay, so that's clearly good. So, what's going on now then? Strange. Could it be that Canny is taking over? We've got it at 1.01. Goes back to 8.8. See, this is apparently a different video on a different seed with the same input. See, different input. Looking like a Daft Punk video. Whoa, she teleported 180 degrees at the waist. It's a cool trick. So he actually managed to do it. Ah, the context window ran out. But wait. Add a final section with the exact working example and update the system requirements to reflect what we actually used. Hang on, I think he actually did edit it. I don't care about the system requirements, I just need him to... What did you do? Yeah, generate import library, generate def file, export DLL to Python. This is crazy what we had to do. Absolutely insane. But that is everything. Okay, so it's fine. Do you know any audio attachments for WAN? Okay, they won't match. They won't match. But you can use audio. I actually have the workflow right. Here. 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 Yeah, here. So here. Listen to that. Okay, that was done with a remote control car, the video with WAN VACE, and my drift LoRa, which I trained on a bunch of video. And then if you see audio sampler, okay, you see the prompt. No, is that the prompt? Wait. Yeah, so we're piping the prompt in. Ignore the path. It's not the path. I don't know why it says that. It's this. So I took the video, like, you know, the prompt that was used to make the video, and just fed that in. The only tip I have is you can reduce the size of the video to 512 to speed it up. Yeah, so you don't have to put the 4K video through audio. That'll take forever. And this is a Keyjai node as well. You can get it on Keyjai, GitHub. So yeah, I resize 512, put it in, and then just join the original audio with the original video. You see, it's like a bypass. So we send a small version into audio with the original prompt that was used to make it, and that's it. Easy win. audio. Okay, it doesn't do talking. It'll be like wah 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 wah, but it'll do sound effects like the background, wind, ambience. It'll do all that. You can't match VO3 though, my guy. It's you know, we only have so much power. Although I will say though, it gets bigger and bigger all the time. Like the gap between VO and a well-produced open source workflow is not that great. It's really not. People think it is, and it's not. Very close, very close. So you can get very close with a bit of effort, a little bit of sauce. I don't know what's going on over here. I'll just retreat to making car videos again. Are they actually doing similar moves? I think this is the video that it's working on next, and it would have been a different dance that drove this. It doesn't look bad, but it's not. I don't think it's loading my. I actually set the LoRa right here. See, it says how one v1. It's so bizarre because we got an amazing output from. This output's great. I think what it is I'm not using enough tokens from the new LoRa now. You know what I mean? New LoRa uses different tokens. So we've got video of hell style, but nothing else. I think that's what it is. So I probably just need to spicing up my, maybe if I said, let me just get that bit there. Where is it? Look, on another planet. Even if I said here, desolate rocky landscape under a hazy greenish sky, that's going to like key into elements from the other thing. What else could I do? Character's weapon. Ah, soldier is wearing a distinctive yellow cape and they are holding a firearm. Yes. See, my description of the person wasn't even correct anymore. Changed the thingies, didn't we? Wearing style soldiers. Soldiers are dancing. Wearing distinctive yellow cape. They are holding a firearm. Wait, haven't I missed something out there? Wasn't there a mention of a helmet? Hold up. Wait a minute. I'm getting confused here. Oh, I forgot to say anything about a helmet this time. Whoops. Whoops. That's my B. Good progress though. Over the shoulder. All the food was going to be hiding and asleep. 3 female Euclid style soldiers are dancing wearing. Yep. Do we need to do that? Well, actually, that makes sense. It does actually. Video of hell style. Documentary film cinematography. That's for the race. That's for the dancing. Get rid of that. 3 female. And then we've got Euclid style soldiers, which is keying into the dancing. And then we've got like a lot of common words from that in the back down here. Is there anything else I can steal from this? Yeah, we could do this. Intense bright source. A bright. Okay, talking about light. There. Right there. Add that. Oh, it's combining. They like morph into each other. And then Nam comes out of her back. It's just armored women in crab motorbike helmets now. Whoa, her head came off. What? Whoa, that's a weird trick. Change the source again. Whoa, we're glitching out. I want to be able to do this effect. This is what I want to do. Look at this. This looks amazing. Hit record, quick. Record, save. I need to pipe this to a save node. It's glitching out and it's glorious. Oh, wow, look at that. That's the best. Oh, completely glitched. Absolute data mosh nonsense. What's happening? The computer's dying. It looks like that's the best thing I've made all night. Yeah, usually open source catches up within about 1 to 3 months, depending on how hard it is and how much GPUs are needed to break that thing. This is completely scuffed. What's going on here? They're all gone. What are we doing, guys? It's Canny? It's the Canny that's doing this. It's only 768 by 384, guys. It's not that big. doing 81 cannies is breaking his back. Yo. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was busted. Whoa, this here too? Yeah, my computer's like out of memory, guys. Look at this. No matter what I click on, it's going to be scuffed. I wonder what the well, it looks like, you know what I mean? If I wish I had a button I could just turn this effect on. It's a cool effect. I've got nodes that try to do this, you know? Alright. The model's up. I'll be sharing some more results later. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 PM. Same time as always, looking at whatever it is that popped up, no doubt. Definitely we'll do some music stuff tomorrow. See you next time.